Okay, I'm just making this video to explain to some people that have watched the other videos how the system works. I have three 21 plate cells, hydrogen cells, hooked up to what I call panel busters. I can pick them up at hardware, and then I can bring all the junctions of wire into those and then outfeed to that into the battery charger. The cells run on DC, and I'll turn it on. But the most important thing about making a hydrogen system is your reservoir. Make sure you have a little bit of room in your reservoirs so you can collect your hydrogen and come into your secondary bubbler, which is very important for flashback. And then come in and make sure you have a flashback detector if you're using torches, or let's say you had it hooked to your vehicle or whatever. But make sure you have a third flashback protector, because the last thing you want is for it to ignite in here if the water gets too low. Definitely it could ignite in here, but you never want it to ignite in your cells, because they'll blow your cells up and you totally lose your cells and all that hard work. They have neoprene gaskets between each cell. 21 cells here. We have negative on the outside, negative on the outside. 5 neutrals, positive. 5 neutrals, negative. 5 neutrals, positive. The best design I've found so far in all the research I've done in the last 3 months. This is the best cell out there. To build, definitely. So you have a 1/2 inch plexiglass on the outside, which you definitely can tap and thread your pipe in, and thread your pipe in at the bottom. Water runs into the bottom, hydrogen comes out of the top. You definitely want your cells full of water. This is called a dry cell, and it produces quite a bit of hydrogen just on its own. I'm hooking up multiple cells because I'm trying to produce enough hydrogen to run my generator. People are like, how much energy does it take to make hydrogen? It doesn't matter. You make the hydrogen, and eventually you can set up your solar panels to produce all the hydrogen you want. Because you don't want to make all this electricity out of solar panels and have to put it back into the grid and get pennies for it. Instead, you can use it, make hydrogen, cook with it, heat your house with it. The problem is you can't store it because hydrogen has oxygen with it, and hydrogen and oxygen can ignite. So it's at this stage it's pretty dangerous. The main thing to work on, that I'm going to be working on, is trying to separate the oxygen from the hydrogen. Now, hydrogen rises at 45 miles an hour, where the oxygen stays below it. So I should be able to tap into the side of the reservoir here and draw out the oxygen, or we'll see how that goes. I'm pretty sure that's how I'm going to go about doing it, but we'll see how that goes. But right now, I'm producing just on this low amperage, which is 25 amps on 3 cells. I'm producing about 4 liters, 5 liters a minute. Not a big deal. But I can crank it up and I can produce 3 times that. So I can produce about 3 gallons a minute. I can crank it up even more than that if I wanted, but I would rather just add more cells and not stress out the 3 cells I have. It's the plates. It's called electrolysis. The water between the plates are separated, and it makes H2O. It makes oxygen and a hydrogen molecule. And at the same time, it actually purifies water. So you can make pure water and hydrogen and oxygen. And it's the oxygen that it produces is actually hospital grade. So there's a lot that can be done here. And running solar or a generator, you can definitely, solar would be the key for those third world nations that need to cook instead of having to go out and dig up firewood and stuff. They could just have a couple solar panels and do what they want. All they need is a decent battery that stays charged all the time. Batteries have a tendency to crash after about 5 years if they fall below 70%, 60%. So if you keep your battery fully charged and never drain it below, let's say 80%, it should run fine, but who's to say? I'm just building this video just to try to explain how easy it is to make the hydrogen. It's a lot of research. There is people that will try to tell you to do positive and negative each plate. Well, the water overheats and you end up creating steam, and lots of steam. These plates are all running real cold. Water's cold. I mean, you're talking 70 degrees. I mean, it's all super cold. I mean, I can't say super cold because they're definitely cool to the touch. So I don't know how else I can simplify this for you guys, but let me know if there's something else I can do to simplify it even more. I will try to explain it even more. Definitely remember your flashback protectors. That's the key. I've had flashbacks here. The most important element is your reserve and your secondary bubbler, because flash will come into the secondary bubbler if it gets past your third flashback protector, and it will ignite the gas here, but you definitely don't want to ignite the gas there, and you sure don't want to ignite the gas in these cells. So you definitely want to have your system backed up with as many flashback protectors as you could possibly get away with without pressure in the system too much, because hydrogen on pressure with oxygen is very dangerous. And you definitely don't want to you think you can fill up an LP tank, pressurize your hydrogen? Don't even try it. You'll blow yourself up and whatever else. But definitely make it on demand is fine. Use your bubblers as your flashback protector, and don't put it on too much pressure, and you should be fine. Don't take it too far, that's for sure, until you get the oxygen out of it. Once you get the oxygen out of your hydrogen, then maybe you can work on trying to store a little bit of it. But don't try to store it with oxygen, because just like LP needs oxygen to burn. Pure hydrogen would need oxygen to burn. So, but that's pretty much where I'm at. Post me, let me know if there's anything else I can do to explain it any better. But as far as right now, it's just mechanics. I mean, it's all based on mechanics. Just build it. Don't go to Walmart and buy it, but you gotta build it yourself. Okay? That's the main thing. Build it yourself. But be safe. Be safe. It is gas. And there is power there. You can electrocute yourself if you're not thinking. So stay alert. Have fun. And let me know if there's anything else I can tell you. Thank you.